Okay. Um, that was weird. That was weird. Believe the stream is back. I have no sound whatsoever. And we are still under safety car. Looks like for likely the end of this lap. All right, well, looks like safety car should be coming in this lap if the tow can make it back to the back of the pack in time. I have no sound, so this is very awkward. Someone comment to see if you can hear me. Safety car is in this lap. All right. Well, we will be back underway here in a second. What's going on? All right, let's see what Dylan does as he leads us away. Dylan stayed out on softs, so we'll see how long. What is going on? We've got penalties. And it looks like Dylan will lead us away here through the final corner. And he's off. Oh, and he spins! Wow! And that means Ali takes the lead now, and he's got a sizable lead off the jump. He's weaving. He's weaving. There's a green flag. What is he doing? I can't help but think that that had something to do with old softs not properly warmed up. That is just a shame. But the race must go on. Let's see, we've got a couple hard tire runners down here battling in the mid pack. As Coda and Static are very, very close, followed by N2E and Roku and Dylan, who has recovered from his spin. But surely he's going to have to dive into the pits now. And we've got another spinner, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like V Rome in the Haas has spun, and he's got it back on track with less swing than he started this lap with. But he's in the way, ladies and gentlemen, blocking the Ferrari. Surely, Fruit Giver won't be too happy about that. As Static Back gets a very good run on Coda here. But looks like Coda's maintaining that gap. Perhaps a cheeky usage of the ERS. Well, ladies and gentlemen, to recap, we had an early safety car on lap 5. A couple spinners. We've got one driver out right now, Josh Steed in the Mercedes. Ali is our current leader, followed by D-Mac, followed by Garner. The McLarens with a strong showing so far here, followed by Kaizino in P4, Thermo in P5, as we've got a bit of a battle here. Let's go to Kaizino, trying to race for third place here. Kaizino in the Aston Martin, currently on the gearbox of the McLaren. Not sure if DRS is available just yet, as he takes a lot of curve. That takes a lot of courage right there. Who gets the better drive out of the final corner? Kaizino goes a bit wide as DRS is enabled on this lap. Surely he's going to want to stay within that DRS range and perhaps complete his overtake on the next lap as he goes wide here off turn 1. But let's go to Static Black and Coda. Static looks like he has completed the overtake on the Alpha Tauri. Now, Static, let's remind everyone, Static is a very quick driver. He had quite a few spins in the race yesterday, but still managed to finish on the podium. And that is very impressive. As we go to this battle for 4th, and Thermo runs into the back of Kaizino, spins him out, and takes off his own front wing end plate. That is just unfortunate. I'm sure there's going to be a incident filed with the stewards after the race on that one, but he continues. That is not good. That is not good, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Roku and the Haas currently in P9 on medium tires, trying to battle the Alpha in front of him on hards. He should be able to make this move happen with much better grip, much softer compound of tires. What is going on up here? Oh, pit. Okay, sorry. As he dives down the inside and Kaizino keeps the place. Now, this is going to be a nice little battle here. As Dylan overtakes into E around turn 2, looks like some contact there. They're both giving each other some space, and Dylan completes the overtake. That is great. A little bit of contact, but they both survive. So let's stay on board here with Kaizino, Coda, and what happened? Looks like Static. Did Static spin? Either way, we've got Roku currently on medium tires, battling the Alpha. We'll see what he does here. He's right on the gearbox. As they come through the penultimate, he's going to dive down the inside. No, he's not, but he completes the overtake in an unlikely spot, which will give Coda DRS. So will he be able to come back? Coda, the wing is open on the Alpha. As they approach turn 1, and there's a little bit of movement up there from Roku, but all in well, it seems. Coda will get DRS again, but he's just too far back. And he's at a disadvantage on the harder compound tires. Let's see what other battles are out there. Folks, I hope you were enjoying yourselves. I am enjoying myself. It'd be a lot better if I could hear some sound, but I cannot. Just the sound of my own voice. But it's okay. Currently the tightest battle on track. McLaren's having a wonderful race today. A wonderful race. As Garner's up 8 positions into second, Ali Hayder has reclaimed his pole position, currently running in first, followed by Maz in P3. And Kaizino in P4, who has recovered from his spin at the hands of Maz, or at the hands of, I forgot who it was. But he's still remaining in P4, and we've got Roku coming up behind him. Lovely little battle here from Static Black and the Toe, as it appears Static Black has overtaken the Toe. Let's take a look at penalties here, ladies and gentlemen. See who's on for what. Looks like Garner is currently carrying a 5-second penalty, which I believe that happened during the safety car. Contact? Now, in previous games last year, those contacts during the safety car result in monster, just ridiculous penalties for both drivers, which is kind of outrageous. So I'm glad they have fixed that for this year's game. And we've got D-Mac with 3 seconds, most likely track limits, which he's been carrying for a while. So nice of him to have recovered there. All right, let's see battles on track here, ladies and gentlemen. Static Black is carving his way through the field right now. He's on the gearbox of the Ferrari, as they both have DRS, but he's just so much faster. I wonder if it is well, he's on softer tires, so as they both come to turn 1. Very clean there, gentlemen. Very clean. Love to see it. Love to see it. There's just so much going on. There is so much going on here. This is hot and heavy. I wish I had a co-commentator, but we will figure that out next time. As Kaizino here is battling Roku, it appears, because Kaizino was in 4th, so Roku has overtaken him. And D-Mac gets another penalty. I guess that is the commentator's curse. My bad, D-Mac. My bad. All right. Now let's go live here to Static Black as he attempts to make his way back up the field. And we've got another battle up here, Maz. But Static Black is just, he's got way too much grip. He's on for a good one. And his rear wing is wide open as they come to turn 1. But fell a little bit too. Oh no. He made the overtake. That's it. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Got a little distracted. All right. So we've got a bunch of drivers on hards. Ideally, probably going to the end of the lap with the exception of maybe Fruit Giver here. It's on 12-lap old hards. But these soft tire runners are going to have to pit eventually. And when they do, we will see how the field shakes up and what their strategy is going to be. Probably hards, what makes the most sense with 20 laps to go. But will we see any... Oh no, there is a spinning room in the Haas. We'll see what the strategy would be as Garner dives into the pits. So, looks like he's going to be the first one to pull the trigger on the medium compound tires. For sure, he will have to go into the hards. But we'll see where he comes out. And Ali Hayter is carrying a comfortable 10-second lead to the rest of the pack. As Maz seems to be in the ideal position on hards. I imagine he will likely be going to the end of the race. So he will probably try to close this gap up here as much as possible as Ali Hayter's tires inevitably will start to drop off. But we've currently got Coda sticking to the back of Static, and I believe Static's tires must be falling away because he was screaming through the field. But 10 laps on these hards, they likely are switching on right now pretty good for these guys. And they are having some really good feel, really good traction. We've got a little battle Thermo trying to go around the outside of the McLaren, who gives him room and completes the overtake. That was a very nice move around the outside. It was a very unlikely overtaking position as he kind of loses it there, but manages to maintain. Good job. All right, we've got Kaizino in the pits now. Kaizino is in the pits. And Garner has pitted. He's on hard tires, and he's down in 12th position. So this is going to be very interesting with the absence of any safety cars or any more incidents. We'll see how these these runners can do going to the end as Kaizino throws on the hards. All right. Ali Hader currently still 10 seconds, 16 laps on these mediums. How long will he go? Is it possible for him to go super long and throw on softs? He will have to mind the gap here to P2. But I believe it's possible. It might be the strategy. And he's continuing on another lap. As Maz just can't seem to close that gap down. I believe if he's able to close that gap, he might put some pressure on Ali. But as long as that gap remains there, Ali has cause to stay out and go as long as possible. Now it looks like Kaizino was able to complete the undercut on Garner. I think Garner was ahead, but I'm not positive. Garner's going to have much better traction here on those tires that are just a bit warmer. So let's see this battle here. And he's right on the gearbox, Kaizino on thermo. As the Asin comes up, some good racing here. Is there contact? As they get through turn 3, coming up to turn 4. This is some close racing, ladies and gentlemen. As he cuts the corner here and the Alpine goes wide, this is gonna get a little hairy as he touches the curb. No, the curb of death. That is such a shame. But we still have 16 runners in this race. Now it's a vast improvement from yesterday. I think by lap 19, I think we had only 10 or 11 drivers left. As Ali Hader has pitted, he is on the hards as Maz takes over the lead of this race on lap 19. Well, a pretty good lead. We've got Roku and Static Black who are behind him on mediums. Well, Roku's pitted, but he's gonna have to pit again. Looks like Static Black pitted, but he's gonna have to pit again as well. There's no way they're going to the end of those mediums. So his gap to Ali Hader now. This is going to be interesting. Will Ali have the pace? We saw he had monster pace in qualifying. Will he have the pace to run down Maz in these final 14 laps? He's got a 13-lap tire advantage, so we shall see. In the meantime, let's find a battle on track to go to. We've got Coda and Intui here. One of them should have DRS on somebody. Come on. Looks like Coda is taking advantage of Ali's cold tires. Will he be able to take advantage here? Looks like he will not have DRS. Is his wing open? It is not. And Roku has pitted. Roku is finally pitted. We'll see where that brings him. Will he be able to stay in the running? So we have currently a 7-second lead for Maz over Static Black in the Alpine, followed by Ali Hader in the McLaren, who is on brand new hard tires. Strategy is going to be interesting here, ladies and gentlemen. 20 laps of 35. The question being, will there be any more incidents? Because as we saw yesterday, and as we've seen in almost every F1 race there is in history, when a late safety car comes out, did I speak too soon? Who is that? Is that it's Mac. Mac has spun and lost his wing. Oh, Mac in the Red Bull. I feel for you, brother. All right, into E here. We've got him. He's charging on Coda. Looks like he's got some pretty good traction here. Around the final corner, he is right on his gearbox. DRS is wide open. Let's see the battle down to turn 1. Coda's lights flashing, but into he can't make any grounds. That is very interesting. That is very interesting. I wonder if there's some downforce settings coming into play here, because he could not close in. But they round the corner at turn 2, as we've got Thermo also battling down here with Roku for P9. But we'll keep on this battle here for now. We'll see how Into and Coda do, both on identical strategies, both on 15-lap-old hards, currently in P4 and P5, as we're going to take this actually to Dylan here, who's on a much softer compound to DMAC. 9-lap-old mediums. Could he go to the end? He certainly will have a pace advantage for a while on these runners here in front of him if he can get by DMAC, though. He's going to want to clear DMAC as soon as possible, because there are some cars up ahead who are ripe for the picking. As they round the penultimate corner and down to the final corner, down the inside, that is dangerous. DRS is wide open. He completes the overtake. Wow, that was... Well, DMAC left the door open going wide, but Dylan just touched that curb, and he is living life on the edge here. As we've got Thermo here, down here in P10, trying desperately to get past the Haas of Roku. Well, I hope you guys are having fun. I am having fun. Allie is closing in on Static Black, who had a moment there out of the chicane on the old mediums. He is definitely going long and trying desperately to stay in this race so he can put on softs. But will he survive until then? We don't know. All we know is Allie is running him down as they approach the second to last corner. Allie goes wide and brings it back into the apex. Oh, Static Black dives into the pits. Allie rounds the corner, and he is setting his sights on Maz, who is currently 10 seconds up the road. What will he be able to do? We've got 12 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen, and he is 9.7. Looks like he might be closing this gap pretty quickly. It's going to be a good one. Something's going on down here. The toe is in. Static Black then into E. Looks like Coda got by him. Oh, let's see. Or the other way around. I don't know who was in first. I don't know who was in front. Either way, they're in third and fourth. Dylan's in fifth. Dylan's charging. He's got the softer compound. He's got pace. There's 2 victims in front of him that he sees. Will he be able to overtake? It's getting close. Now, the name of the game here is patience, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want to make a move too early. You don't want to be too aggressive. But we'll see what Dylan can do here. Let's see. This is getting tasty. This is getting tasty. All right. As they round the final, will he make another move in the final corner? No, not this time. But he is prioritizing his exit. He's got much better drive. DRS wide open. He is blowing by the Ferrari. And he's got another victim up ahead in Coda. See, these medium compound tires are working. But will he be able to keep them turned on for another 11 laps? I don't know. That means they will be 23 laps old at the end. He's going to be having a time. And don't blink, ladies and gentlemen, but Ali Hayter has eaten into this gap. He is only 6.8 seconds behind Maz, as we've got a ghost car who's in the way. But luckily, that wasn't too much of a problem. Now we're going to go back to Dylan here, who's on his way, trying to get into the podium position. He's got an Alpha Tauri in front of him. He is in the Alfa Romeo. Looks like this move is all but in the bag if they can keep it on track. Is he going to make the move here? He makes the move, lunges down the inside, and takes third place before the final corner. But Coda will have DRS here. Can he leverage that to get his position back? As Dylan defends the inside very, very aggressively. And they approach turn one, no move made. Who's going to get a better drive? Looks like it's Dylan with the softer and newer tires. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like Coda had much of an option there. Now we've got Maz currently in P1, Ali Hayder currently in P2 and charging, and Dylan in P3 rounding out the podium positions. But it's all to play for if there's any kind of safety car, any kind of incidents here. Now I see Kaizino and Garner. They were up in podium positions before their pit stops, but those pits dropped them into traffic, and it looks like they are just kind of stuck back there. They pitted in an interesting place. Currently on 8 and 9 lap hole cards. Now we've got the Toe. The Toe is on new tires. He's got some speed. He's got some pace. Can he close that gap and get to static black? As we've got someone diving into the pits, it's Maz. Or Maz was in the pits. Maz is out of the pits now with some brand new mediums in P4 as he crosses the line. Gotta be careful there. But this is interesting. This is some very interesting strategy here. We've got 9 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. Ali Hayder currently has a 12-second lead in first place, followed by Dylan on 14-lap-old mediums. We've got Coda on very old hards, and Maz in P4 on brand new mediums. Now, Maz has a chance here to certainly reclaim his podium position. I don't know if he's going to be able to make it all the way to first, but it's possible. He's got some very, very good tires, so we'll see how he does. But right now, he's got to get through Coda first to reclaim a podium position. So we'll see how he's able to do that on his out lap, which he should make this move fairly simple. Wow, another overtake in the penultimate corner as Coda goes wide. And Maz, 3 seconds to Dylan. What can he do? Currently defending Dakota, who's got N2E in their sights, and D-Mac here has entered the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's take a look at penalties. So D-Mac currently 9-second penalties, which that will drop him down a few spots. N2E and Coda both 3 seconds as they're battling here. D-Mac is not giving up. He said, I got 9 seconds worth of penalties, but I'm still fighting for positions. As there's almost contact. All right, D-Mac is certainly fighting. He is fighting, ladies and gentlemen. This is a nice little battle for P4. But will it be P4 on track, as all 3 of these racers have penalties? Race as D-Mac loses it. Oh, what a shame. Oh, the Red Bull spin. Oh, there we go. I hope the audio's back. But I hope you guys didn't miss the action as Static Black loses out. Was there contact? I don't know. He may have just spun, may have just lost it. But either way, we've got Roku now on the gearbox of Intui, trying his hardest to get into the podium positions. Come on, Roku. Let's see what he can do here. And we've got Thermo behind him. As Ali has a comfortable lead in first, 15 seconds over Maz in P2. The battle here is for the final podium position as Roku rounds the final corner, and he is right on the gearbox. His DRS is wide open, and he should be able to make this move very easy. He has some old hard tires, and he's battling. Oh, but Roku breaks really late, and he completes the overtake. What a move! What a move. Very Charles Leclerc-esque. As Thermo gets by Intui as well. So Intui there has lost out at 2 positions, and he is currently ghosted. I don't know what's going on with that. But look at DMAC. DMAC has posted a fastest lap in the Red Bull. He said, don't forget about me. I want my 1 championship point for fastest lap. As Thermo and Roku now. Closest battle on track, fighting again for the final podium position. Roku was able to take it, but it's still all to play for. As Ali pits, Ali is in the pits. What is going on? There's 5 laps left. He has a 15-second advantage to Maz in the Williams as Maz rounds the final corner, so he will certainly take over the lead of this race. But Ali is most likely retiring from the session. What is going on? With victory surely in his grasp, he has retired in the pits. Everybody comes out of the pits. And will this car stop on track? Hopefully not. Ladies and gentlemen, this is very interesting. Okay, well, Maz currently P1, Roku P2, Thermo just under a second behind him in the final podium position, followed by Intui in 4th. The Toe has battled his way all the way up to 5th. What a drive from the Toe as we've got another caution. It's been cleared. Kaizino in 6th, Dylan in 7th, Coda in 8th, D-Mac in 9th, Static Black in 10th, Fruit Giver 11, Ali Hater has retired, Garner in 13, V-Rome 14, Tantakar in 15. All right, Kaizino is trying to get 5th position. He is currently battling the Toe in front of him, who's on a much better tire compound, so I'm surprised that this gap is dwindling. But they are rounding the final corner, and it looks like Kaizino is trying his hardest to get by. As the Toe goes by Intui. And there's contact. The Toe runs into the gearbox or Intui runs to the gearbox of the Toe. And Kaizino goes by a Ferrari as well. All right, we have 3 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like the podium positions are all but decided at this point, but there is a moderate battle here for 2nd place as Kaizino and the Toe are still going at it, followed by Intui. Well, I have never seen what I have seen. Oh, and there's contact. Okay. Kaizino breaks really late in the final corner. He touches the curb. His DRS is open. As they approach turn 1, who's going to break the latest? Ooh, it's very close. But the toe looks like he's got much better traction on those fresher tires. And he maintains his 4th position. Well, we're going to stick with this battle here. We're going to stick with Kaizino, see if he can get by the toe. As we're on the penultimate lap, and any move will have to happen soon. Here we go through the final corner as they start their final lap. I think it's the final lap. It's not the final lap. But this has been a very good race. This has been a very good race. Very clean. Didn't see many incidents. Only 3 DNFs. And Maz running away with it here. Kaizino desperately wants those P4 points. But I don't think Joe is ready to give them up. He said not today, that he has a little moment in front as they approach the final chicane. Can the Aston get in front of the Williams? He's gonna have to make a final lunge at one of the last corners. As he's got very good traction. What's he gonna do here? Is he gonna dive down the inside? No! He spins! He hits him and he spins! Oh my God! Oh no! That is not good. We're gonna have an incident there. The steward's gonna be busy. Wow. That is unfortunate for Joe. I know how that feels. That exact same thing happened to me yesterday. As Maz is completing his final lap here. He really wants to win this one. All he's got to do is keep it tidy here. He's got a 7-second advantage. Do not spin. Approaching the chicane here. This Williams, they have put a lot of work into their car. Brought a lot of upgrades to Hungary. And it looks like it's all paying off. They had one car in first and they had another in fourth, but he was slammed into from behind and spun. But let's see Maz. Let's see him as he approaches the final corner here. And he makes it around. And he crosses. No, he's playing some games. And he crosses the line as the winner of the Hungarian Grand Prix. As Roku comes in, P2, followed by Thermo Monkey P3 to round out the podium. What a race. What a race. What a race. Wow. This has been fantastic, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen, fellas and gals, or however you identify. This has been wonderful. Kaizino crosses the line, P4. Intui in the Ferrari, P5. Followed by Joe in P6 in the Williams. What a day for Williams, 1 and 6. Now, I'm sure there's going to be some penalties. I'm sure there's going to be some incidents reported to the stewards. There were a couple moments that we captured on camera. We've got Dylan in P7. We've got Coda in P8. Static Black, P9. Fruit Giver, P10. D-Mac, 11. Garner, P12. V Rome 13, and Tonto rounding out the finishers